catches Tommy Lasorda, who's coaching in the third base coach's box.
Tommy Lasorda is one of the key figures in Los Angeles Dodgers history. Despite playing only 3 seasons in the MLB, Lasorda became a real baseball icon, someone who defined passion, leadership, and the Dodgers' legacy. From humble beginnings to a storied tenure as Dodgers manager, Lasorda's journey is one of victory, perseverance, and unwavering love for the game of baseball. Born on September 22, 1927, in Norristown, Pennsylvania, Thomas Charles Lasorda grew up amidst the backdrop of the Great Depression. From an early age, he displayed an interest in baseball, growing up on the playing fields in his hometown. He was seen as a true talent early on, but making it to the big league was everything but easy for him. At the age of 18, Lasorda signed with the Philadelphia Phillies as an amateur free agent in 1945. He started his professional career that season with the Concord Weavers of the Class D North Carolina State League. Soon after, Lasorda joined the U.S. Army, which forced him to miss the 1946 and 1947 seasons. He was back in 1948 with the Schenectady Blue Jays of the Canadian American League. He played 2 seasons with the Blue Jays, and he made headlines by striking out 25 players in a 15-inning game against the Amsterdam Rugmakers, which was a professional record at the time, and he also drove in the winning run with a single. In 1949, Lasorda signed with the Brooklyn Dodgers, who sent him to the Greenville Spinners in 1949 and to the Montreal Royals of the International League the following year. Finally, in 1954, Lasorda made his major league debut for the Dodgers. The following season, he made his only start for the Dodgers, but was replaced after the first inning after tying the MLB record with 3 wild pitches in 1 inning and being spiked by Wally Moon of the St. Louis Cardinals when Moon scored on the 3rd wild pitch. He made 3 more appearances for the Dodgers before being sent back to Montreal. In 1956, Lasorda was sent to the Kansas City Athletics, who traded him to the New York Yankees for Wally Burnett in July 1956. He never played for the Yankees and made 22 appearances for the Yankees affiliate AAA Denver Bears in 1956-1957, and then was sent back to the Dodgers in 1957. His stint with the Bears had a major impact on his future, as Lasorda was impressed by manager Ralph Houck, who became Lasorda's role model for a major league manager. Lasorda returned to Montreal in 1958, and 2 years later he was released by the team. He was the winningest pitcher in the history of the team, with a 107-57 record. He ended his major league career with a 0-4 record and a 6.52 ERA in 26 games. Right after he ended his playing career, Lasorda was hired as a Dodgers scout. In 1966, he got his first coaching job with the Pocatello Chiefs in the rookie leagues, and soon after, he took over the Ogden Dodgers, where he stayed until 1968. The following year, he was named the Dodgers AAA Pacific Coast League manager with the Spokane Indians. He remained manager of the AAA team when it became the Albuquerque Dukes in 1972 and won the PCL championship the same year. The following year, Lasorda was a manager for the Dominican Winter Baseball League team, Tigres del Licey, and won the 1973 Caribbean World Series title in Venezuela. Following that success, Lasorda became the Dodgers' third base coach on the staff of Hall of Fame manager Walter Alston, serving 4 seasons. After Alston's retirement, Lasorda took over the position as Dodgers manager and led the team for the next 2 decades. During that period, Lasorda had a 1,599, 1,439 record as Dodgers manager, won 2 World Series championships in 1981 and 1988, 4 National League titles and 8 division titles. His 16 wins in 30 NLCS games were the most of any manager at the time of his retirement in 1996. Lasorda's last game was the 4-3 win over the Houston Astros. The very next day, Lasorda drove himself to the hospital with abdominal pain, which was actually a heart attack, leading to his retirement. The very next year, Lasorda was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He stayed with the Dodgers as a vice president. Lasorda came out of retirement to manage the USA national team at the 2000 Summer Olympics in Sydney and led them to the gold medal, defeating Cuba, who had won the previous 2 Olympics. Lasorda became the first manager ever to win the World Series and an Olympic gold medal. He had several cardiac arrests during the years, and on January 7, 2021, he passed away 2 days after being released from the hospital at the age of 93. His death marked the end of an era in baseball history. His legacy still lives on, immortalized in the hearts and minds of baseball fans, players, and coaches. Among baseball legends, few names shine as brightly as Tommy Lasorda's. As we reflect on his life and legacy, we celebrate not just a baseball manager, but a larger-than-life figure who embodied the spirit of the game.